Welcome to Troublemaking Bass Players. I'm your host, the listener, and today we're going to talk about the song Zombie by the Cranberries. Before we get into that, the honor of the first zombie movie is typically attributed to Victor Halperin's 1932 film White Zombie, starring Bela Lugosi. 30 years before George Romero set the standard for what the modern day zombie movie would be, and follows to this day. The English word zombie was first recorded in 1819 in the history of Brazil by the poet Robert Southey. Zombies are featured widely in Haitian folklore also. In 2018, the band The Bad Wolves would introduce a younger audience to an older song. The cover was supposed to feature Dolores O'Riordan in the song. Unfortunately, Dolores O'Riordan died on the day she was scheduled to record her vocals for the Bad Wolves cover. There was a huge behind-the-scenes debate involving the metal band's manager and record label over whether or not they should still release the track. The group decided the best way to move forward was to release the cover and donate the proceeds to Dolores O'Riordan's children. Many years before the cover, way back in 1994, I heard the song for the first time on MTV, when they still played music videos. Not commonly today, but the video featured the golden Dolores O'Riordan, and it was the last video before MTV's Headbangers Ball. What was the inspiration behind the song? The Cranberries claimed they wrote Zombie to be a song of peace from England and Ireland. Lead singer Dolores O'Riordan claimed that Zombie speaks about the Irish fight for independence that seems like it lasts forever. And lyrics even say, "It's the same old theme since 1916. The Cranberries hailed from Limerick, Ireland, so I can imagine the conflict hit close to home." The actual writing of the song was inspired by an IRA bombing in Warrington, Cheshire, England on March 20th, 1993. Two children, Jonathan Ball and Tim Perry, were killed. The IRA, the Irish Republican Army, is a militant group that was determined to remove British troops from Northern Ireland. On August 31st, 1994, just weeks after the song was released, the IRA declared a ceasefire after 25 years of conflict, leading some critics of the Cranberries to wonder if the IRA was willing to call a truce to make sure the group didn't release any more songs about them. The Troubles, as they were called, is the term used to describe a period of conflict in Northern Ireland that lasted about 30 years, from the late 1960s until Good Friday Agreement in 1998. 5 years after the bombing that inspired Zombie, however, the origins of the Troubles can be traced back 100 years. The conflict was also featured in the Brad Pitt, Harrison Ford movie, The Devil's Own. The cover was released the same week of O'Riordan's death, on January 15, 2018, and after a slow start, became a huge success, giving Bad Wolves their first Hot 100 entry. When the Zombie video passed 1 billion views on YouTube in April 2020, the Cranberries became the first Irish band to hit the milestone. The video was shot by Samuel Bayer, who flew to Belfast shortly before the ceasefire to get footage of the area. Those were real British soldiers and local children. Bayer intercut the scenes with striking images of Dolores O'Riordan standing by a cross and covered in gold paint, as similarly yielded children look on. Getting painted for the video was O'Riordan's idea. Bayer, who began as a painter, was wildly creative in his videos, and when he was given free rein, his best-known work was Nirvana's Smells Like Teen Spirit. The first Cranberries album, Everybody Else Is Doing It, Why Can't We?, was written and recorded in Ireland over a span of a few years. After that album was released in 1993, they went on a lengthy tour and began writing songs for the second album, No Need to Argue. Zombie was written while they were touring in England that year. Explaining the symbolism, she told us it was to make it magnificent in a way at the cross. It was metaphoric for all the pain that was being caused, and it was slightly religious as well. A video of the Bad Wolves cover was released with an actress recreating O'Riordan's gold-plated look from the original, and also featured some lyric changes mentioning drones among the devices for killing, and altering the line, "It's the same old theme," in 2018. Unfortunately, O'Riordan and Bad Wolves would never finish the cover together. This was one of the Cranberries' most meaningful songs inspired by a tragedy. This is Troublemakers and Bass Players. I'm your host, The Listener. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for listening.